in Nigeria, if you say we are not affected by Boko Haram, it's not true.
Yeah.
Because ISIS is involved.
Yeah.
And you know, ISIS is
it's like the umbrella. They
of
have
the West.
affiliated to
Yes.
ISIS. Yeah.
Any Western country is an enemy to ISIS.
Yeah.
So countries are affected.
Yeah.
And that is why every country needs to fight.
And should we ignore the problems of the Nigerian people, of the Christians suffering there,
Yes.
then we as Europeans will feel it a few years later. From
Yes.
migration flows.
Yes.
Nigeria is not that distant from Europe. Welcome here, Archbishop Ali Guba Lamido.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you here in Schönblick, Schwäbisch Gmünd, at the conference of Persecuted Christians Today. That's the title of the conference, and many representatives have come from around the world to share with the public in the West the situation they are going through, they are living in their countries. You had to leave your country, you had to leave your post as Archbishop. You personally have gone through persecution.
Yes.
Maybe you would like to tell us a little bit about your personal story and let us know how the situation of Christians in Nigeria presently is.
Thank you very much. I am delighted to be with you and to share about the persecution of Christians in Nigeria, particularly the northern part of Nigeria. I am a Muslim background believer. My parents were Muslims, but I became Christian as a teenager, and I grew up with a Christian family and raised up to the standard of undergraduate in the university, going to the seminary, and I developed myself again up to PhD level. And I have been a priest now for over 35 years. Out of the 35 years, I have spent 28 years now as bishop, and I became the Archbishop of Kaduna Province in northern Nigeria, and I also became the Dean of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, which is like the second position in the Church of Nigeria Anglican Church. Previously, in going back many years in Nigeria, persecution of Christians was not emphasized. So we live peacefully with Muslims, not separating anyone from any religion. However, in the 1980s, we started having changes, and we started having a crisis. This crisis became so violent in northern part of Nigeria, and many Christians were killed. Their churches were burned. Their business premises were also burned.
What has provoked those changes? Was it influence from outside that changed the behavior as people were living side by side and were friendly to each other? Being Muslim, being Christian was not a problem?
I think two things are important in bringing about the changes. New kind of teachings came into Nigeria
on the Muslim side.
From the Muslim side. And this kind of teaching was like extreme teaching.
Where did it come from? Who
I'm
influenced
sure
that?
Some would come from particularly Iran, like the Shia Muslims, and some would definitely come from other Islamic countries. And Muslims started learning, bringing such denominations into Nigeria.
Did it have to do also with Muslim Brotherhood?
Muslim Brotherhood and so on all came. Now, this created a deep hatred between Christians and Muslims. And Muslims started seeing Christians as infidels. And they would have nothing to do with them. And Muslims, when they are opportune to be in government, they will discriminate against Christians. They will discriminate against job positions. They will discriminate against admissions into higher institutions such as universities. Even in health sector, they discriminate and so on.
In the northern states.
In the northern states. But the highlight of it was in the year 2000 when 12 states out of 36 states in Nigeria and the Federal Capital Territory, 12 states declared themselves a Sharia administrative states.
Following the example of Sudan, where the Muslim Brotherhood introduced Sharia already in 1983.
Yes.
Their influence.
Yes. So when they declared Sharia, this was highly against the Constitution of the Federal Republic. It was against the belief of having a secular kind of government. Now, using the Sharia legal system was totally new to Christians. Christians protested on having Sharia legal system. So that developed so much violence. And thousands of Christians in the northern part of Nigeria lost their lives and property. Now, against this background, this hatred kept developing and developing.
I heard that in only the past 5 years, from 2020 onwards, 20,000 people lost their lives in 12,000 incidents. Is that a reliable figure?
You can say more than 20,000.
Really?
You say
often only small numbers are reported in public by the government. They told us yesterday, and the real numbers are much higher of fatalities.
The government will report very lower number. But the truth of the matter is those who are on ground know that the number is always higher. For instance, last year, Christmas in Jos, in a village, on Christmas Day, about 200 plus Christians were massacred and killed by this Fulani militia in part of Jos. But quite a small number was reported by the media.
And it was, of course, symbolic to massacre them on the very day of Christmas.
Yes.
It was a symbolic act to frighten people, to scare people, and to set a symbol that those worshipping Christ are not welcome in that region, where before they had been a minority.
They have, they go to the majority area of Christians to do it. So it's not a question of Christians being minority in that sense. For instance, in Plateau State, you have more Christians than Muslims. And
it was always a center of Christianity in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, where you have so many denominations in Jos.
Also of academic life.
And so on. So you can say it's predominantly a Christian area. But they will go to Plateau and attack these villages, raiding the villages, killing people, killing women, children, and raping women, and abducting some of these people, taking them away. Sometimes not for ransom, because the people never come back. So
just enslaving them.
Just enslaving them.
I was in Jos in 2010.
Yes.
And I had the chance to visit such villages which had been attacked and raided before. And I talked to women who had lost 5 of their children. And it is so traumatizing.
Their husbands.
For people, their husbands, of course.
Yes.
They all lose their husbands first and are left alone, often with no children or only few children. It is really, really a very, very serious situation. But what does the military do about it? In 2010, the military was still quite harsh and prosecuted those and stopped the violence in many places. But now, how is the military acting? Or don't you agree?
I'm not sure the military ever arrested and prosecuted any of these people.
Really?
When it started, in 2009, it was when Boko Haram started in the northeast. And when it started, their main target were the Christian churches. So they bombed Christian churches. They were not affecting Muslim mosques. And the Muslims were happy that Christians were being exterminated. Then
they
later
could take over their land.
And so on. Then later, when they discovered some Muslims don't buy their ideology, they started attacking those Muslims as well. And then they started bombing mosques as well, and marketplaces and so on.
And that's why nowadays in Germany, you often hear the narrative, oh, it doesn't have to do anything with religion.
No.
Yeah, that's what they tell us in parliament. That's what they tell us in media. They say it hits as many Muslims as it affects Christians.
The narrative given that it is, 2 narratives are given, that the terrorists attack Muslims and Christians. So it's not only Christians. Yes, they do attack Muslims, but Muslims who will not follow their ideology. And their target is very clear, to exterminate Christianity and enthrone Islamic government in the country. The philosophy of Boko Haram is very clear, is that they don't want any religion apart from Islam. So we cannot say that their intention is to kill both Muslim and Christians. Now, why they attack Muslims is because they have to make money. And they kidnap Muslims to make money, to buy arms, and so on. Apart from that, they have no reason of killing Muslims. But for Christianity, they both kill Christians, take away their property, kidnap them also for ransom. They collect ransom, and Christians never come back.
But they also get support from outside Nigeria. I learned in 2010, 2011, in that period, that Turkish Airlines used civilian airlines, which are not that thoroughly searched, to send weapons to Kano. And to spread them among Boko Haram fighters.
You see, the thing about this Boko Haram and the banditry that is going on is that it is unchecked by the government. It is unchecked by the government because
unchecked also by the international Muslim
by
community,
the international community,
by the international Western community.
Yes.
Nobody really stops it.
Yes. So the importation of arms into the country, yes, it is true. There has been some arrest, but there's no prosecution.
Yeah.
When they are arrested, you know that there's a display of these people. The national
A friend will
television.
call from higher places in
Yes.
government, and he will
Then
be
there will be a
released.
call that aircraft with all those things are our property, and then they are released.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, so in that case, you see, they get their weapons
Yeah.
from outside,
Yeah.
and they're well equipped with sophisticated
Yeah.
weapons. Now, how can it be justified when people who are holding arms will go and attack innocent people and kill them, and these people are defenseless and take away their property, take away their lives, and so on. By the way, you know, the kind of the jihad they are carrying on is not necessary to convert people to become Muslims. Because if you are converting people to become Muslims, you give them the opportunity to accept Islam or not. But in this case, it is not. It's just an ethnic cleansing among Christian-dominated areas. And I don't want to believe also with the second narrative.
So you can call it genocide.
It's genocide. Now, the second narrative that is going on in the West is about the climate. That because of climate change, the nomadic people move across West Africa with their cattle in search of places to graze.
Assumed growth of the desert, which is not true.
No water.
Sahel becomes greener and greener. Satellite data shows.
That is not true.
Yeah.
Because these militias, Fulani militias that come to attack village, they do not come with their cattle. They come
with
on
their motorcycles.
As sophisticated weapons and raid villages and kill people, and then they go. Now, how do you justify the fact that they are Fulani herdsmen? Fulani herdsmen are known to be moving with their cows. And the narrative that is given mostly in the West is that it is farmers and herders clashes and fight. But that has been on for ages in Nigeria. When you have Fulanis taking their cows into a farm, it is quickly settled by the village head.
They trample a few fields and there is compensation.
Yes,
and
compensation.
the conflict is over.
But this is not the same. This is
a warfare.
This is a warfare, exterminating people. And this go on, especially in the middle belt areas of Benue, of Plateau, of south of Kaduna, or parts of Taraba State, where Christians are the dominant. So the narrative has to be corrected that as far as I'm concerned, is purely genocide. Especially when you kill many people in large numbers, defenseless people who are innocent, who will not fight back, and you just...
They don't have weapons, they cannot fight back.
Nothing.
I talked to many people who slept for weeks or even months in the fields to hide themselves. To not be found in their beds when the raids took place during night.
And by the way, you know, what happens is that where they do their raiding and killings and their attack is not far from where the military will have their base or roadblocks.
So they could
They-
intervene
they-
immediately.
They could intervene immediately, but they don't. They will just look on and watch.
So my last question would be, what can we do? We have seen two patterns now of the West.
Yes.
The predominant pattern is to stay silent, to give excuses like climate change, etc. And the other extreme pattern, which has been set now by President Donald Trump, is solve this problem or I will bomb your country.
Yes.
I mean, this is exaggerated. We know that Donald Trump starts every negotiation
Yes.
with a hard punch. But what should the US government do? Because they are not so helpless and so passive like the German government. They could do something. They could change something. What should they do when you look at the overall problem, also the international influence, which is relevant? Weapons,
I
etc.
think what Donald Trump is doing is a very good warning and putting the leaders on their toes
Yeah.
to really fight these bandits.
Yeah. Take it serious.
Take it serious or we come in. The argument is that it's a sovereign country and this thing, but you and me know that United Nations has given United States of America that kind of right to intervene.
We call it in international law the responsibility to protect.
Responsibility to protect.
It's an interpretation of international law.
Yes.
But we have to take it serious.
So he is
responsibility.
He is right because
sovereignty cannot be over the human rights of the people.
Exactly. So he has right to intervene. Now, however, in the intervention, if I were privileged, for instance, to give my own counsel or advice, is as much as possible, apart from the sanctions that will go on, because the sanctions will give our politicians warning. They may lose some of their privileges that come into the country. Because if you look at Nigeria, for example, they are living on borrowed money from World Bank every day. They borrow money, and this borrowed money, nobody actually knows what is done with it. Even oil
much less who will pay it back.
Yes. Oil subsidies withdrawn. The common man is suffering. The cost of living is very high. Everything, including taxation, is put on the common man in Nigeria. So if sanctions are there and our politicians realize that the money we get, we cannot get it again, that will send a signal of warning to them. Number two, the government knows the sponsors of Boko Haram and banditry. They have the communication system.
Of course.
They
monitor the borders, the airports.
Monitor the borders. They also have equipment to know where these bandits are, the location, and so on. So why are they not fighting them? And why are they not arresting the sponsors of these Boko Haram and bandits? They are accessible to their bank accounts. The transaction of money, they all
correct.
So
inside a country, you could act really fiercely as a government.
So someone has to be held accountable,
of course,
to certain things. And that is the federal government. They should come out and not politicize security and really fight out to maintain law and order. In a country where life is not held in high esteem, there's no country.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the leaders
Yeah.
ought to be held accountable.
Yeah.
So if the coming in of Donald Trump to help Nigeria in security will be possible, it is a welcome idea to bring about the peace. However, in any war, there's a rule of engagement. I think some of the rule of engagement is to avoid casualties
Yeah.
or collateral damages, especially the innocent people.
Yeah.
Target the bandits, get rid of them,
Yeah.
and then restore peace and get out of the country.
Yeah.
That is a very welcome idea.
Yeah.
And I don't think that United States of America should stay long in Nigeria. Just do the business
Yeah.
and move out.
Yeah.
And other countries should also support the idea of Donald Trump in making peace.
Other countries who are also endangered by radicalization, destabilization.
You see, the danger is this.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, if you say we are not affected by Boko Haram, it's not true.
Yeah.
Because ISIS is involved.
Yeah.
And you know, ISIS is
It's like the umbrella. They
of
have
the West.
affiliated to
Yes.
ISIS. Yeah.
Any Western country is an enemy to ISIS.
Yeah.
So countries are affected.
Yeah.
And that is why
Yeah.
every country needs to fight.
And should we ignore the problems of the Nigerian people, of the Christians suffering there,
Yes.
then we as Europeans will feel it a few years later from
yes.
migration flows.
Yes.
Nigeria
Migration
is
will
not that distant from Europe.
You know, and then the influx of the same terrorists will also be on the
Destabilize
west,
our-
because they will come in.
We have made this experience with
Yes.
Iraq and Syria. And
So wherever they are, including their sponsors,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, it's not enough to fight just to get rid of the bandits and then the terrorists.
Yeah.
Also, you have to get rid of their sponsors and their leaders.
Correct.
So it's like cancer.
Yeah.
If you don't remove it from the root, it grows.
Yeah.
So two things. You fight their sponsors, you also get rid of the bandits. But also another thing that I see that most international communities and even the local community in countries like Nigeria don't do is you don't just fight Boko Haram, for instance. You also fight their ideology. Because their ideology negates the philosophy of Nigerian constitution.
Yeah.
So if you don't fight it, you can get rid of the Boko Haram, get rid of the people, but they will still grow back.
Yeah. You still have the chance to revert the picture in Nigeria. The situation in Sudan is even worse because they already had 3 decades of Muslim Brotherhood steered government.
Yes.
And now we have the risk of bringing back Muslim Brotherhood into power through SAF.
Yes.
May the Lord help you, and also the international community help you that Nigeria can be saved, peace can be restored.
Yes.
Thank you so much for these deep insights.
Thank you,
Mr. Archbishop, and I hope to see you again either in Berlin or in the United States, where you had to flee to be safe. Thank you very much for all your work for the persecuted Christians in Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.